What's up, fam? You know what it is. You already know what it is. The dirtiest Pat Walsh on YouTube today. In your face. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here on the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on a Sunday afternoon. I'm just thinking about having a dip. And I realize I have a product that I've been using that I haven't gone over yet in this little fucking thing I have going on here. So I've talked a lot about these Skoal spearmint pouches, and these are fucking incredible. These are fucking awesome. It's not very often I would dip pouches over long cut. I haven't had spearmint long cut in a long time, 20 years to be exact, but from what I remember, these pouches they're moister and they're tastier than the long cut was. The long cut was usually really dry. Whoa, fucking drama. Drama. That's what happens when you lose a leg on your tripod and you gotta use your candle holder as a fucking thing. So yeah. Yeah, here we go. Okay, whatever, fuck it. So yeah, these are fucking awesome, these pouches. Now the thing is with pouches, you still gotta spit. They're just dip in pouch form, so they're easily put in, easily spit out. They're made for comfort, speed, discretion, whatever. But you still gotta spit, right? Now I like pouches. I don't have anything against them. I dip pouches occasionally when I'm if I have any money to spend on dip these days, and I have to buy some, usually I would buy a pack of pouches because they'll last longer for me than a can of dip. Because I'll get 15 dips out of a pouch can, and I'll probably only get 6 to 10 out of a can of long cut. So, whatever, doesn't matter. But anyhow, speaking of pouches, now, another form of pouch tobacco, and I think this is where the Americans probably got the idea, is in Sweden. I've talked about this before. They make snus, something called snus. Now that's kind of a hold on just for a second. Okay, this was a can of Swedish General snus. Holy fuck, I have one left. Huh, right on. That's great. This stuff is great. The thing about that's amazing. I didn't even know. Yeah, but Swedish snus is really fucking good. It usually tastes of what you can get in Canada. It usually tastes of bergamot, which I love. It's very different than dip. And it's quite strong in nicotine, so that's good. The cans often have this catch lid. Well, they pretty much always have this catch lid. You can put your used portions in there. Snus isn't normally, you don't call them pouches. They're called portions for some reason. So I'll give you, okay. Now what I'm getting at here is the Americans took the snus idea. Snus was made, it was kind of like sniffing tobacco, sniffing snuff. It was kind of a relative of that. They just kind of took sniffing snuff, put some moisture into it, and put it in a pouch, and that was the original kind of snus. It's in Sweden. It's food grade quality. It's meant to swallow. You don't spit with it, and yeah, it's like there's like, look at the warning label on that. Okay, like that's like 2/3 the can. I believe in Sweden they actually won a court case and they got to take the warning labels off of these cans because there was absolutely no proof that they caused any of these oral cancers or whatever the fuck they warn you about. So, yeah, Swedish snus is amazing. Amazing. But it's expensive. It's not as, actually, no, it's on par with dip here. And you can only get, you can get a stronger kind in a black can called General Titanium. That's what I prefer. Just because it's stronger in nicotine. But anyhow, this is really good shit. Glad I have one left. But Skoal And a lot of other American brands like Camel, Marlboro, those are two that come to mind. And Skoal, most prominently, have their American version of snus. Okay, now American snus is much sweeter. The tobacco quality is questionable because they don't give any. In Sweden, it's transparent. It's an open book on everything you want to know about the tobacco. It's pasteurized, spun. It's spun, pasteurized tobacco, therefore taking out the carcinogens that are related with fire-cured tobacco, which is what dip is. Okay. Or cigarettes or cigars. That's all fire smoked in a big barn. Whereas snus tobacco is, I don't know how they do it, but it's spun and steam pasteurized. Okay, so you can eat it. Like, you can basically eat it. Now, but American snus, I don't know. I don't know what the quality is. They're not so transparent on it. You can't really find a lot of information. But that being said, it's pretty fucking good. Now I'll show you here the difference between a snus portion and a pouch. They are quite different. This is a snus portion, an American snus portion. The size. Okay, America, everything is bigger. This is a Swedish snus, and this is an American snus. Like, much, I don't know, about 3/4 the size, I guess, of the American one. I'm looking forward to having that General later on. That's awesome. So yeah, but it's kind of a dry, like, it's moist, but it's not dripping, you know, like you can't squeeze it and your fingers get all brown. It's a dry pouch. These are often referred to as dry white pouches. And basically what they do is they release the nicotine a little slower, the flavor a little slower. Not these blast you as soon as you stick them in your mouth. But, and you put them in your upper lip, and they don't create as much spit. So, you know, essentially you don't have to spit as much. And if you do, you can swallow the spit. So, these are great when you're working, or you're in a school, or in some sort of situation where you need a dip, you can't have a dip, and you can't spit if you can sneak one. You know what I mean? So these are great. You just pop one in, you know. I've had conversations with friends, with my children, so on and so forth, with a snus in for hours, and nobody knows the wiser. You know what I mean? So it's good for being discreet in your tobacco use. Now, a dip pouch, okay? Fluff it up here. This is a dip pouch, okay? Now, if you notice, okay, they're about the same size, these two. Yeah, because it's a Skoal product, it's American, whatever. About the same size. But, big difference. See what I mean? Swedish snus and American dip. You know what I mean? And these, when you squeeze them, you get like juice on your fingers, like a little bit of brown. It tastes good. Oh yeah. Those spearmint pouches are fucking bomb, man. They're fucking so good. Seriously, one of the best tobacco products I've ever had. But we're going to pop in a snus right now, because why not? I had one yesterday this time, and boy, it was good. So yeah, when you get these, you know, you might want to fluff them up a little bit, make them look pretty, make them like a little pillow. But this material is really soft. It's really comfortable in your lip. You can have one of these in and forget about it. You know what I mean? Like, you could have a nap and swallow it, you know. But it's kind of like, okay, well, there we go. That's how you do it. Right up here. And yeah, it tastes like this Upper Deckers, man. They make you look like an idiot. Yeah. How's it going? Eh? You know. So this is the packaging on this is Skoal snus. Sorry. Skoal Skoal snus, 15 spit-free tobacco pouches, smooth mint. Okay. Now I know they make another variation of this that is just mint. I don't know the difference between smooth mint and mint, but it is very smooth. It's a beautiful mint taste, really nice. It's not a peppermint and it's not a spearmint. It's kind of like a cross between the two, and it's really, really mild. It tastes a lot like double mint gum. If you ever had that green wrapper Wrigley's stuff, it smells a lot like, or it tastes a lot like double mint gum. But yeah, so you're not going to see me gobbing and spitting in this video because I don't need to. I do have my trusty cuspidor close at hand, but I don't need to do that. So yeah, that's Skoal American snus, and I'll tell you, man, you know, I love snus. I love it. The Swedish varieties I've had are unlike any other tobacco product I've ever had, and they're very good. And these are very much taste-wise like pouches, like Skoal pouches, but they have that advantage of being a dry snus pouch where you don't have to spit a lot, and you don't have to spit at all. And they taste fucking great. If you like fucking minty chewing gum or any of that kind of shit, these are bomb. These are great. And these would also be, if you're, I don't ever encourage anyone to start dipping, but if you do, or if you want to start dipping, this is a great way to go on your first go, because it's easier. You know what I mean? It's discreet. You don't spit. It's easy to get used to. And the difference between Swedish snus is one thing I didn't mention. Swedish snus usually is very high in nicotine. They make some brands that are just blow you out of the water. Like one pouch will be the equivalent of a whole can of dip kind of thing. But American snus is not very strong. Like, to get a good nicotine kick off these, I'd probably have to pack 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean? But I like the taste. I'm not in it for the fucking head rush. So, but yeah. So that's what's up, gang. You know what I mean? I hope you're all good and well, and having a good Sunday. I got up a couple bits of music today already, and it's looking like it's going to be a good, productive day. So, yeah. Be well. Stay free. Take care, and I'll see you next time. And then I'm at the end of town. Oh, yeah. Thank you for all your everything. Till next time.